5 of section 4, we're going to divide the divisor with a coefficient other than 1. This is our divisor. Okay. And so what I'm going to do here is I want that just to be an x, right? With degree of 1 with a coefficient of 1, but that is a coefficient of 2. So how can I turn 2 into 1? Well, I divide it by 2. Well, if I divide that by 2, that means I have to divide that by 2. And if I divide my bottom by 2, what would I have to do to the top? Wouldn't I also have to divide that by 2 as well? So which kind of stinks, but that's okay. So I divide everything by 2, and I get 4 over 2, which is 2, of course, x to the 4th minus 37 over 2, which sucks, x squared plus 4 over 2, which is fine because that's 2, and then 9 over 2, which sucks, but of course this is an example, so it's going to work out nicely, right? Divided by, divide that by 2, 2 over 2 is 1, that's what I want, and then this would be 1 over half, which kind of sucks, it's 1/2, right? So again, when I go ahead and set this equal to 0, and so x minus 1/2 equals 0, add 1/2, add 1/2, so x equals 1/2. So that's what I'm going to put in this box down here is a positive 1/2. So on top are going to be my coefficients, right, which are my new coefficients right here. So that'd be 2. That's x to the 4th. I'm missing an x cubed, right? This is an x squared, so I'm missing an x cubed, so I'm going to put a 0 for the x cubed. And then I have negative 37 over 2. Oh, that stinks, but that's okay. And then I have an x. 4 over 2 is 2. So 2. And then my constant's 9/2, which is probably going to work out fine. It's probably going to come out to 0 at the end, right? Second row, put a line. Always start with 0. We're going to add that. And then whatever comes down here on our third row is we're going to multiply by 1/2. Right? So as we add, we get 2. Then we multiply. Our next answer goes 1 over, so that'd be 1. See, it's kind of working out nicely. Then we go ahead and add. We get 1. We multiply by 1/2, and we get 1/2, which is good because they're same denominator, right? Subtracting fractions, same denominator. Negative 37 minus 1, or plus 1, I guess, would be negative 36 over 2. 36 over 2, which is 18, right? But I want to leave it as a 1/2 just because this is already 1/2, so it's fine. Okay, and I probably should have color coordinated a little bit there. So what that's negative 36 over 2. So negative 36 over 2 or negative 18. Times that by 1/2, we get negative 36 over 4. Or, I mean, we could have just put a negative 9 there. That probably would have been fine. So maybe that would have been easier. So maybe we should stick to that. All right, so that would be negative 36 over 2, which is negative 18. Negative 18 times 1/2, which is just dividing by 2, is negative 9. That would be negative 7. Negative 7 times 1/2, color coordinated. Negative 7 times 1/2 is negative 7/2. See how that nice, both halves? Well, we can just add those. 9 plus a negative 7 is a 2. 2 over 2, which equals 1, right? So they put a line on this to separate our last one so that we know that's a remainder, right? So if I was to write this, our answer would be 2, and I took a degree of 1 by a degree of 4, so that would be a degree of 3. Then the next term is a 1, so that would be 1x squared, or you can put a 1 there if you want to. And then a negative 18x, because I go 3, 2, 1, and then my constant, negative 7, and then my remainder is a positive 1, so I want to put a plus. And then 1 over what I divided by, right? So what I divided by, and I can put the original one, which is 2x minus 1. Okay, and so that is my answer.